What is going on YouTube? This is Simon Team Simon here, coming to you guys with a Evilswarm deck profile for the January 2014 format. So I hope you guys enjoy this deck profile, and without further ado, let's get started. So in this deck profile, I'm going to be explaining to you guys some of the card choices I decided to play in this deck. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get started. To start off, of course, with the monsters, we got, of course, the one Rescue Rabbit. Rescue Rabbit, sorry guys, is absolutely amazing in this deck. The one rabbit, when you top deck the rabbit, when you open up a rabbit, it's absolutely amazing. Since rabbit is at 1, I usually side out rabbit in game 2 and 3. So yeah, so we play, of course, the one Rescue Rabbit, and to accompany, of course, the one Rescue Rabbit is, of course, triple Evilswarm Heliotropes. The Heliotrope is your target for the Rescue Rabbit. Rescue Rabbit brings out the double Heliotrope, which is your huge 1950 beat stick, and you just run over stuff that your opponent has. Runs over the Thunder King, run over the aliases, and if you're playing against the Mirror Magic, it just runs over the Thunderbird, Casters, Mandragora, stuff like that. And it's the good thing about Heliotrope is that it can't be finishing, and sometimes you can just use Heliotrope as your baiter. So when you summon, your opponent is forced to bomb this since they want to protect the Thunder King. They're forced to sometimes deprison it, and you can't finish in the Heliotrope, of course. So yeah, it's of course for the Rescue Rabbit target and for the 1950 beat stick. So so we play, of course, a triple Evilswarm Heliotrope. So 3 Heliotrope for the start off with the Evilswarms. Next we play, of course, triple Evilswarm Kirkion. Kirkion is absolutely amazing in this deck as well. Kirkion is, of course, your 1-card XYZ. When you top that Kirkion, it's absolutely amazing. And also, it's searchable with Infection. Infection is absolutely nasty in this deck. Being able to search up Kirkion and add Kirkion to your hand is amazing. You're always up. When you have a Infection, you're always up. You're always having more advantage over your opponent because you're searching up the the Kirkions from the Infection, and next turn you have, of course, your 1-card Ophion and stuff like that. And especially when you already have Pandemic in hand, you're able to protect your Kirkion. It's really good in that situation. So we play, of course, triple Kirkion. Next we play, of course, triple Evilswarm Caster. This card is self-explanatory. You guys don't know what this card does. When this card is normal summon, you get an additional summon this turn. So I'm gonna show you guys a combo later. You guys should already know this combo. If you guys don't, I'm gonna show it to you guys anyways. So of course, 3 casters. Next we play, of course, triple Mandragora. Mandragora is absolutely disgusting in this deck. I love Mandragora at 3. Being able to get a free summon off Mandragora when your opponent controls a monster is absolutely amazing as well. When your opponent has a 1 monster in the field, especially with the Mandragora, and there's an easy combo. So you require a Mandragora, caster, and a Kirkion. So let's say you're facing 2 or 3 back row, and you do not have a Pandemic. Okay, so and you open up these 3 cards in hand. You're in a great position right now because you can do so much with these cards. So let's say your opponent has a monster on board, right? So you want to special summon the Mandragora. So this is your free special summon for the turn. So you special summon the free Mandragora. Next you want to normal summon Evilswarm Caster. So Caster was successfully summoned, so he gets the effect to get an additional summon this turn. So basically, now you want to overlay for any of your XYZ. Let's say you want to go Ophion, or you want to go Bahamut. You want to go Bahamut to and at this point you don't have infestation right now, so you want to go Bahamut and you want to rob that Pleiades or something. So your opponent is forced to activate Pleiades to bounce it back. So you bounce back. So Pleiades bounce back to Bahamut. And now you have 2 graveyard fodders in your graveyard. Now you have a Kirkion in your hand. Now you get to normal summon the Kirkion because Caster's effect is that when it's successfully normal summon, like when it's normal summon his turn, you get an additional summon. So whether it's off the field, if he's still on the field, or in the graveyard, you still get an additional summon. Now you have a 1-card XYZ. They wasted their effect or one of their back rolls to try to get rid of your Bahamut or your Ophion. You want to banish this, add Caster to hand, and you get to normal summon it, and then you get to go in your Ophion and do shenanigans, search Pandemic, and then you just go off from there. So that's like a really easy combo you can do. Like Mandragora is really necessary in this deck. I usually side 1 Mandragora out, Mandragora game 2, but playing it at 3 first game, stupid. Yeah, it's your free summon. I don't know why people only play 2 Mandragora sometimes. So yeah. So next we play, of course, triple Evilswarm Thunderbird. Thunderbird is amazing in this deck. He, of course, works really well with skill drain, and he becomes 1950 on board when you use his effect and he comes back on the field. and he just dodges stuff. Sometimes your opponent will just waste 2 cards just to get rid of him because they can't afford to take any more damage from the Thunderbird. So they'll be like, activate Thunderbird attack, Mirror Force, activate effect to dodge, the Phoenix Chain and stuff like that. Just try to get rid of your Thunderbird. And last but not least, I play the one Lone Dark Arm Dragon, because you have a lot of graveyard control, especially when you open up with Infection and you have Kirkions in hand. You're able to control your graveyard really well. You're able to top deck Dark Arm as well with the Lava Chain. So yeah. So that is it for our monsters. Off to our spells: Self-Explanatory, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Book, 1 Rhoda. Rhoda is amazing in this deck. Of course, it searches out the caster. 1 Allure, triple Space Typhoon. Get rid of all those back rolls. Triple Pandemic. That's it for our spells. Self-Explanatory. Off to our trap cards. You play, of course, and this is mandatory, triple Phoenix Chain. Phoenix Chain is absolutely amazing in this deck. As you guys all know it, I love Phoenix Chain. This Phoenix Chain is always my favorite trap card. Phoenix Chain is absolutely amazing. It's able to negate monster effects, and it's able to stall you for turns, Phoenix Chains. So yeah, triple Phoenix Chain. To accompany the Phoenix Chains, you play, of course, the 1 Save Zone, protects your Ophion, and the Master Key Beetle lock, stupid, with the Save Zone. 1 Infection. It's easily, of course, searchable with Ophion, and it's just it's like a Rhoda for the deck. It's just too good. Like, this card is just so good. Being able to bring like Kirkions to your hand, casters to your hand, just recruit so much Evilswarm monsters from your deck to your hand. It's amazing, and it just gains you more advantage over your opponent, because you're gonna have like 2 Kirkions in your hand and stuff like that. So a double infection, 1 Infection. I play double Mirror Force. Double Mirror Force, 1 Torrential, double Dimensional Prison, 1 Solemn Warning, 1 Boundless, and of course 1 Compulse to end up our trap lineup. So that is it for our traps. So that's it for our main deck. I play a 40 card main deck. Off to our side deck. Side deck is honestly personal preferences, but I like to play a 1 Forbidden Chalice. It negates monster effects. It's really, really good against Pleiades. You Forbidden Chalice them, and when they attack, Deep Prison, Mirror Force, stuff like that. You can sometimes when you're playing against Constellars, you want to Forbidden Chalice their freaking Omega if they already activated effect. So let's say Omega attacks, you Mirror Force, it activates effect, chain Forbidden Chalice, and the effect will be negated. 1 Soul Drain, 1 Dimensional Fissure, 1 Macro, 1 Smashing Ground. It's really good against Constellars. I might even take out Forbidden Chalice for double Smashing Ground, because Smashing Ground is stupid. So yeah. Double Maxi for the monsters. Double Deck Lockdown, because Deck Lockdown is stupid. It's really, really good against Mermails. And of course Firefist as well. Being able to lock down their 10 keys, being able to lock down their searches from their deck to their hand. Absolutely amazing. And Ophion, Evilswarm especially, are really, really good at mating deck lockdowns. Off to another side deck cards. One of our side deck staple, we play double Mind Crush. Mind Crush is absolutely amazing in this format. Really, really great against the Bujin matchup. They bring up the Crane, bang, Mind Crush Crane. Activate 10 key search Bear, bang, Mind Crush the Bear. So dumb. Next we play double Overworked against the Fire Fist matchup, and of course the Harpies matchup. And last but not least, I play double Light Imprisoning Mirror for, of course, the Harpies. Not Harpies, sorry. I mean Constellars and Bujins. Yeah, what was I saying? Off to our extra deck, guys. Start off, we play, of course, triple. My bad for that. Triple Evilswarm Ophion. You have to play triple Ophion in this deck. I feel like 3 Ophion is really, really good. Triple Ophion. 1 Ouroboros, double Behemoth. And this is like pretty really sad. You have to play this card when you're playing Evilswarms. You have to play 1 Extinction Knight. I can't seem to find an Extinction Knight. This card is absolutely broken. This card is so good against this deck. It's so good with this deck, of course. It's also a generic rank 4 XYZ. And I do not own one, so I'm just going to be proxying it because you do need it to play this deck. When you summon the Extinction Knight and you have a Pandemic, you basically just like win the game. When you summon this card in the Evilswarm, you just win. Extinction Knight is stupid. It's your JD of the deck. You have to play Extinction Knight. That's why I think some people play Evilswarm because of Extinction Knight. It's just too broken. Yeah, it's a proxy. It looks pretty ugly. But you have to play it. Sorry guys for the proxies, but yeah. Double Maestro. I play 2 Maestro because I do not afford number 101. So if you guys, play one my stroke, and I just played the second one because I don't have a 101. So if you guys have a 101, place the second my stroke for the 101. Master Key Beetle, Cowboy, Chain, Direwolf, Black Ship Corn, and of course one Abyss Dweller. That wraps up our deck. So I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile, guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Stay tuned for more videos, guys. I'll be beginning to upload more videos since now I'm less busy. So yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos, guys. Team Samson Sam signing out. Peace.